Hello guys and welcome back to another episode here on the 404 Not Found Technical Server. So, few things, it's been quite a while since I've done one of these. So the last episode came out about 2 weeks ago at the time of recording. However, the last time I recorded an episode was technically also 2 weeks ago. But all of the files for that were just completely unusable. My frame rate was terrible. It was just terrible. OBS was not recording properly. And the reason for this is because I've got new monitors and it was trying to record at a higher resolution essentially, and it just kept causing OBS to keep skipping frames. And even when I changed the settings around a bit to make it output at a lower resolution, which is what I usually do anyway, still skipping frames too much. The entire episode was just completely unrecoverable, so I went ahead and deleted it all, and I kind of lost motivation to try and re-record it for a while. But now I've got motivation to do it, so I'm going to be doing it now. This is basically going to be just a progress update video. It's just going to be literally me going around showing what's new and basically tell you what's happened basically the last 5 weeks or so. Of course, in the last episode we designed the honey farm, and now it got built up pretty much as soon as I designed it. The plan was always to just show you it after it had been built up, but it's worked out fairly nicely in the sense that everything's now just going to be just progress for this bit in this video. So of course built it, as you can see behind me, so I won't go into too much detail about everything, but just to quickly remind you, essentially we came up with these new module designs, and it's just another way of doing it really. There's no sort of benefit of doing either way. What we have is a chunk loader as well to keep it all chunk loaded, and we have quite a few resources already, so lots of honey blocks and quite a few sugar blocks. This is from weeks ago. I crafted this weeks ago. We should have plenty of honey bottles as well. Yeah, so I think it's about just over a half of it full. Yep, so all of this should be full up to here. But yeah, no, nothing else really to say of this because I designed it in the last episode. So if you'd like to see this bit more detail, I would check out the previous episode. The second thing I want to show you is the blaze farm that we made. It is a very simple single spawner blaze farm. It's not very far from the honey farm, because I planned this terribly and didn't consider the fact that this would be close to where we're going to choose where we chose to do the simple blaze farm. But that's the case. So whenever we use the blaze farm, the honey farm is going to be loaded as well. So we've got to keep that in mind. But here we have two ways of getting down to the blaze farm. We could either use the portal, or we could just do the whole fall down and glide, which is what I'm going to do. Originally there was actually a stem here. It got broken by someone because they clearly don't like this, so thanks for whoever did that. But you can see here there's the other portal, which I was on about. But here is the simple blaze farm, and I was only designed it with a single spawner blaze farm being so ridiculously simple to design. It's just essentially just a large room with a mob collection essentially before you kill them. I decided to go a bit more into detail with the actual decoration, a few little things. So this bit here is where we can put in empty shulker boxes, because we actually have put a shulker box loader in this. So here's the shulker box loader. It's just a simple chest at the moment with some shulker boxes full of blaze rods. So if we leave this for hours, we get actually quite a bit. So that's why I just went with a single chest and a shulker box. So here we have the shulker box. Once this fills up or above it, so if I go above, once this bit here fills up, then as soon as an item falls into this dropper, then this will get activated. So this is designed by Vectech. It is his slice preserving, just 100% reliable shulker box loader. Get in here to get some blaze rods if we really need it. If we don't have any in here, very simple storage. Just thought I'd be able to put a glass there just so you can see it. And over here is just a sort of an area where you can stand and watch the blazes spawn, as you can see there. So there's the blaze spawner, and I even decorated the room inside of it, even though we're never going to really be in there. And then yeah, the lava will move the blazes down to here, and then they'll get moved across into the center hole here. And then when you come down here, you stand here, because this enchanting table has this very specific hitbox size, which is about 3/4 of a block, can actually hit the blazes there, and then the blaze rods can be picked up by the hopper here, and that gets sent off to the shulkerbox loader. So I'm hoping that, oh, there we go, right, so just attack. It should only take about two swipes. So just have a bot there continuously attacking the blazes, and that's the reason we have a regeneration beacon, is so that you never die, because you will end up dying of hunger eventually. Now to get back up, we can either fly up through the hole, or we can use the portal. So I'm going to use the portal just to demonstrate. Here we are. So it is as simple as this, literally like 2 blocks up, and then we are into the next portal. And once we go into the next portal, here we are, back on the roof. So extremely simple transportation up and down to the bottom and the top of the Nether. Another thing to show is actually that we have water in the Nether, and if you're wondering how the hell did we do such an amazing technical achievement, we basically used a glitch that was present in the snapshots. So in the snapshots, in the 1.17 snapshots, when glow lichen was introduced, you could place it down in the Nether, and it would replace. And if you replaced a lava source with a glow lichen, it would turn it into water. Oh, it's basically along those lines. I'll link a video in the description. But yeah, here we've got water, and we actually can still use it even in 1.17.1. So the version we're now in is 1.17.1. There we go. That's another announcement. We're finally in 1.17.1. Yay! And for the most part, it's been fine. For the most part, but it's means we can now start doing more exciting things, such as water than ever. So I've got some ideas with this, and you will be seeing this in the next few episodes. But yeah, so we've got water stream up there as well, and over there we've got a water fountain just to sort of show off, I guess. Using this water here as well, we can actually dupe the sources, and that way we can move water wherever we want. It will be quite technically challenging to build stuff with it, but it does mean we have it now. Here we are at the next project that we built. It is a massive sugarcane farm. This is designed up by Random or Sharpfang. I will link his video in the description because he did a really nice time lapse and description of everything that was going on in here. So if you want to see it in action, I will link that in the description for you to see. You can see there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of sugarcane. It's a massive, 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 massive farm. And I can't actually remember the area of it, but I can tell you the rates. The rates are 32,000 sugarcane per hour, and it's also a four-way flying machine sort of farm, and it's very, very lag friendly. That's what makes this like majorly different to others. So we've got the flying machine here. It's four-way flying machine. It's a Ilmango four-way flying machine. But what is different here? There's some leaf stone involved that actually allows you to turn the actual flying machine. So I don't know if it's over here. Yeah, it's over here. You can see here we've got the leaves here, and the leaves here actually activate the machine in such a way that it will allow it to turn around, as well as activate some of the minecart stuff. And the minecarts are also different as well. There's actually only 8 minecarts used in the entire farm, with about half of them always being disabled. So there's some activator rails, I believe, that will deactivate the hopper minecarts, so that you have only as much lag as you need. And I believe it also acts in shifts, as I think is what Sharp said. So it'll be all explained better in Sharp's video. So I'm just quickly showing it to you guys. But yeah, check the description, check it out. It's a really, really good farm. Absolutely loads already, and full double chest here. So this is more than enough at the moment. Just need to craft it all up into paper and make rockets with it when we need it. But yeah, there we go, sugarcane farm. And here we are at one of our other projects, which is technically a work in progress project. So it's not all done. It's about a seventh done, because there's 7 farms you have to build in this area. And it is a massive Amethyst geode farm. We've only got one farm in at the moment. I'll go and show you that in a minute. But down here we have, from the looks of it, the input and storage. So I'm guessing, is there anything actually? There we go. Yep, see, loads of amethyst shards. I will be using some of these amethyst shards to make tinted glass, because I would like to use quite a lot of tinted glass in some of my farms now, and that will mean we need to build more of these farms in the future. But for now, I've just got a few, so I won't show you all of them, but I'll show you like the one over here, for example. So I've gone to do it in free cam. Here we are, got a massive geode here with tons and tons of budding amethyst. So I think these were generated using the snapshot generation. So before we updated it to 1.17.1, after using the getting the water in the Nether trick, I think these were generated there because you can get these a lot more common, occurring more often in the previous versions of 1.17 and the snapshot versions. So if we go over here, you can see quite a few geodes around us. But if we go to the one that has been built already, here we are. Yeah, this was also done by Sharp. So you can see here we've got tons of amethyst clusters that we can harvest using pistons and slime blocks. So that's just basically things get moved around in such a way that you can get all sides of it. The sides you can't reach, the buttons are being placed here, and that means that you can't get it growing on that side. You can harvest nearly all of the sides of every budding amethyst in this area. But in terms of the rest of how it all works, I'm not too sure. I didn't do the redstone myself. I mean, looking at it, you can just see there's sort of clocks involved here. Yeah, you can see there's some clocks involved, and to activate it every so often, I believe you get about 3 stacks of amethyst shards every 3 hours, so that's about a stack an hour. So as far as a single geode farm goes, that's actually pretty decent. Okay, another area that we have started on in the last few weeks is being a map art district area. So we've actually went to go ahead and made quite a few bits of map art. So we've got here the girl with flight machine, same as they have on SideCraft, and then me and Swarm have actually made our own avatars. So you can see that's my profile picture, and I did this using the staircase method. So that it swarms over there, this staircase one, but over that direction is my one. So I'll go to that in a minute. But yeah, then we've got one of the Discord emojis. Got the 404 logo. Got the actual bedrock texture. This is going to be massive art of all the members of 404. So at the moment we've got two. So that's Swarm, and I don't know who that is. I feel I'm sorry. I'm that's really bad of me, but I have no idea whose skins that is. But yeah, well, that's Swarms, and then that's someone else's, and then yep, and then that, like I said, is Swarms, and then we've got here some logo that of some team, I think some ice hockey team or hockey team. I'm really sorry, Hyper, if I got that wrong, but apparently it's one of like the sports teams that Hyper supports, and he wanted to make the logo for it. So, but yeah, this is all the maps we've got. So I'm just gonna quickly show you some of them here from above. So once we get above here, so that's the bedrock one. Like I said, that's Swarms, and these are the flat ones. And we just need to add everyone's faces here, so I'll add mine in a bit. But here is my my profile picture one, and you can see it's barely recognizable. It took me an entire day to build this. So I had a free day and free Sunday, and all I did the entire day was build this up. It took ages, all the materials took ages to place down because all different ones. You can see there's my face is roughly there, but yeah, so yeah, it just took ages to place everything down because it's such a variety of different blocks, and that's it. Just yeah, it took me the entire day, and when it was done, it was a really big achievement. I never made a map up before, and I thought it'd be fitting to do my own profile picture because I also wanted to do that. And yeah, so I've now done that. I will add my face to the members one here, and just quickly go a bit higher, show you the 404 one. So the 404 one's easier to recognize because it's all flat. Use some gold pressure plates here as well, and pretty interesting on the Space Invaders though, because it uses blocks I wasn't expecting. I was expecting them just to be completely yellow. So this is being made in 1.17 because you can see there's some blocks here that are like deep slate and tough, I believe. Yeah, they're deep slate. Lots of map art here, so we'll be adding to this in, of course, in the future. So once we've had a load more maps arts added here, I will let you know. Okay, so there's just two more things I need to show you, and they are in regards to perimeters that we already had here on 404. So the first one here is a fully decorated spare perimeter. So the spare perimeter, decided that we would make it a light suppressor peri, and we have actually gone ahead and done the decoration for that. So Hyper did the decoration, just went with this sort of fiery look. And another interesting thing about this is because of how tall the walls are. They are huge. It's like very tall, and it kind of helps that we went ahead and did it with the smallest perimeter we actually have here on the server, if you don't include the barging storage hole. Okay, so you can see like just how far away the portal is there, and that's not even that far above the ground, and it says how high up I am. So it is very tall. Sort of shows you the sort of scale we have as well. So over there is actually the road farm, and then over here is the tree farm. So these things are actually really close. Here, just sort of show you how the difference in the height of these walls compared to the raid farm walls. It's a significant difference. So we are actually nearly at world height here, but the raid farm we aren't, because the raid farm walls were hand placed, which is the other thing I need to go quickly show you. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we are at the raid farm, and this really does mess with your eyes, actually, this decoration. So the decoration is completely finished. I think the only thing to do is the glass floor. I don't think there is a glass floor. No, there's not. You can just see the concrete here and the carpet. So this bit doesn't need to have glass over it, but the concrete powder here does. But yeah, the rest of the wall has been done. So went with a gradient pattern here. Got black concrete at the bottom, I believe. Is it black concrete? Yep, black concrete powder. Then it goes up to grey concrete powder, then to grey wool, then to terracotta. Is it light grey terracotta? Light grey concrete, light grey wool, and then it's white terracotta, and then it's white concrete powder, and then we have white wool. So yeah, gradual gradient. It does mess with your eyes a little bit, especially here because of this black bit here. You think it just hurts your eyes a little bit. But other than that, that was all that was done here. So yeah, no changes other than just the decoration here was completely finished. With that, there's everything to show you today. So the next episode will be quite exciting. We've got a project that's being worked on at the moment, and that will be finished by the time the next episode's out. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I shall see you again real soon. Bye bye.